Hello, hi, namaste. Welcome back to Reading Reflections channel. My name is Vivek. In today's episode, we will be touching the surface level of digital marketing, like Google Analytics, influencers, TV ads, email ads, market research, and many more. Let's invite Prerna, who has experience in marketing. And together, let's find more about marketing. And also, from this episode, planning to have a conversation with the guests remotely. Please put your feedback in the comment section. Hi, Prerna.
Hi Vivek, nice to
Okay.
talk to you.
Hey, nice talking to you as well. And thanks for joining, even though it's a weekend. Thanks, really, really thank you for joining this call. And welcome to my
Glad to be
show.
here. Glad to be here.
Yeah. So, like many others, first of all, I'm really excited and I really wanted to know about your profession, marketing, digital marketing. So I wanted to understand more how does it work so that, even from my YouTube channel, basically at the moment is 36 subscribers. And with that digital marketing experience, maybe with the tips which you give, maybe I can increase it to maybe 100. First of all, I wanted to understand
Sounds good.
how. First of all, I wanted to understand how you have come to digital marketing profession. Out of all professions, why did you choose this profession?
So I did my bachelor's in psychology. So I'm a BA psychology, and I did a bit of. So I did a minor in commerce as well. So as a part of that, in psychology, I did study about the human behavior and things like that. But as a part of my minor, I studied a few strategy courses and a few marketing courses as well. I thought that this was the course that I felt most interested in, and I felt that it connected. It's like psychology is very closely connected to marketing. Obviously, it's all about the consumer behavior, right? How the human behavior works. But I felt that purely psychology can be quite clinical sometimes, and mixing that with marketing is more like gives more way for creativity, I think. And
Yeah.
also it gives me more hands-on work, so it helps me apply psychology in a more real world sort of a scenarios. I think
Okay.
that's for me. I felt that marketing is what stood out and did that best.
What do you think at this current age? Do you think Google ads or Facebook ads is much better, or still old traditional way, the pamphlets and other stuff is better?
So I think it pretty much entirely depends on what it is that you're marketing. But since, I mean, we are in 2024, relying entirely just on non-digital traditional methods of marketing wouldn't be very sustainable, I feel. It gives you reach, but it doesn't give you. So, digital marketing is something that helps you very precisely pinpoint the exact kind of people that you want to reach, which, mass marketing, so traditional methods like pamphlets or TV, things like that, won't do, might not do for you. So, and also digital marketing is definitely way more, I think, sustainable and also more powerful in the sense that you can track who your advert has reached to and who is looking at it and are they clicking it, is this useful or not, is it actually working or not, which you can't really do with pamphlets.
And if you compare with the social networking ads like Facebook ads with the TV ads, is that pretty much the same, or the TV ads does not comes under digital marketing, or do they come under digital marketing?
um I wouldn't say TV ads would come under digital marketing per se, because Google ads and Facebook ads, these things are very much algorithm based.
Okay.
And also these are the kind of methods that you can, like I said, you can track them. You have a very comprehensive tools. Every time you click on an ad, the person who has put that ad out will know that you've clicked on it, and then if you've browsed through that, whatever the page that the link leads you to, if you browse through it, if you made any purchases on it, or if you clicked another link, it will let that person know. With TV ads, there is no way to know these things.
Yeah. And how do you actually make your clients to purchase and again the same product when there are number of
I
products
think
with the
that
same?
would come under just defining your product and how your product differentiates from other products in the market. And that comes under like how the product is designed, keeping what pain points of the customer in mind. In that way, you can differentiate your product. But when it comes to bringing the product to the people, I think that's where, again, marketing, all kinds of marketing comes in. And what you're speaking of would be customer retention and building that kind of customer loyalty. Uh, that I think comes from just making sure that you're sending very personalized messaging to them. Your messaging, your communication with them has to be very personalized. It has to be very like specifically, tailor made for this specific customer, their specific needs. Again, this is where I think we are living it in such much better times with technology and with digital marketing coming in. It's made so much easier this way because literally a machine just does it for you. A machine will note down that customer's previous purchase history and all of that, and then it will target those kind of ads to only these people. So this way it helps in building that kind of retention, making sure that the customers stick with you. And also
Awesome.
again the whole customer, how you care for them, how they, if they come back with feedback, how quickly and how well you respond to them, all these things also come into play.
Awesome. You were
Yeah.
talking about, personalized messages. One thing I have complained, not only me, many of them have complaints that we get hundreds and thousands of mails every single day, promotional ads. So do you think that is a good strategy, to promote your product? Because nobody
Definitely, I
reads it.
think, hmm, uh, email marketing definitely is still around.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on how effectively you use it. I think it can be a very powerful tool, but then it's like you if you have a whole series of a whole array of products, and each product caters to a different kind of demographic, you cannot send adverts or emails about every product to every customer you have. You have to be very personalized in that sense. This is where your tools and your data analytics and researching about the market research, knowing your customer well, knowing your product well comes in, I think. So because for me personally also, I get like for example, if there's any beauty brands that I make purchases from, there's one specific one that I mean, without taking any names, but I get a lot of mailers from them about regarding discounts and all of that. But I've never gotten an email from them that isn't about a product that wouldn't like isn't relevant to me. I always get emails about products that are relevant to me because I have a pretty long purchasing history with them. So their systems, they do the whole analysis, and they know which mailer to send to me. So in
Okay.
that way, yes. So I always click on those emails and I always go through them, and I've clicked on the email and I've gone through the link and I've gone through the purchasing also.
Yeah.
So again, but then there's other emails that I get that are so irrelevant to me. I just don't even read them. I immediately just delete them. So I
It's a
think it
big.
depends on how you use them. Yeah.
And actually, I wanted to understand how exactly this, hashtags and other things works when it comes to digital marketing. Because nowadays I'm seeing a lot of, YouTube videos saying that you keep the hashtags relevant so that you might get relevant reach, and even in the blogger section. And if you're even promoting their company, they wanted to keep more of that particular words. Do you believe that this wording really plays a
Yes.
key role?
Yes, definitely it does. It's also something that I've learned recently over the last year and a half or so. The wording that we use, it feeds into the algorithm because it the kind of people that your content will reach. For example, if you made a cooking video and you added a bunch of hashtags about cooking, and then you added one hashtag about, say, something like painting, then it might, for a bit, it will confuse the algorithm about exactly which audience to reach, and
Okay.
that will not help your that will not help your product, that will not help your advert at all. It'll eventually it will affect, negatively. It will have a negative impact on the kind of people you reach, because end of the day, I think you want to connect to the right kind of people, the relevant kind of people. So having a cooking video and then having that end up in a painting person's page is not going to help you. Yeah.
Got it. So,
It might give you
okay,
more reach, but it won't be relevant reach.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about this thing, current relevant trends at the moment in the digital marketing space?
Uh, I would say I've seen a lot. I mean, this is a big buzzword in everything AI that you see. It's crept up in everything, and marketing is no different. You have AI systems, machine learning that tracks this consumer behavior and makes a history of it, and then predicts accordingly what your next steps should be. So, AI and machine learning definitely have a big role in this. And I think the other trend I would say is again social media marketing, and in that specifically, I would say influencer marketing,
Mhm.
which is it's so big right now. I think leveraging, if you can find the right kind of influence with the right influencers with the right kind of audience that also aligns with your audience, I think that would be pretty big for your product or for your service if you're able to connect, because you are leveraging someone who already has that base. So you're not exactly creating a base from scratch.
Okay.
So I think influencer marketing is another thing that's definitely very big now.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
do you think, for example, the channels like mine or even the bloggers should reach out to the influencers to get more reach, or celebrities would be nice? So, how do you differentiate?
I'm not sure how I would differentiate these two, because how I see an influencer is simply someone with just a lot of influence, I guess, just a
Yeah.
lot of following that you can leverage. So, I mean, if your typical social media influencer does it for you, great. But
Mm.
if you feel the need to reach out to a celebrity, I think the main difference between these two would be probably a celebrity is someone we typically see as much larger influence. So it's like scope of influence. I think someone has little influence, someone has bigger influence. But end of the day, I think what you're doing as someone who's partnering with these people is just leveraging their following. So
Okay.
it's like if it works out for your channel to leverage a celebrity's following, then that's great. But if it works out for you to do it with an influencer, then that would be better for your service,
And
right?
and also definitely budget constraints also comes into the picture,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that also. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, so influencers, so you believe that influencers plays a major role while promoting any product? It could be a
Hmm.
personal brand, or even it could be a company's brand. Do you believe that,
Hmm.
right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
you were talking about AI, right? And do you think AI will replace the digital marketing session? I mean, by sending the emails, or by, putting the posting the ads or anything in the Facebook or LinkedIn, etc. Do you think AI can replace the digital
I
marketing?
I don't think it would replace the digital marketing, because I guess I come from a very traditional type of thinking where I do think that uh, especially in a field like marketing, this is something very closely connected to the human behavior, and I personally feel that a human would understand a human behavior the best. But I don't think we should be thinking about whether AI will completely replace digital marketing completely or not. I personally don't think we should be questioning that about not just marketing but anything. Honestly, I think we should look at this in a way that AI is a very powerful tool, and we should just see how best we can leverage that in the more while also being ethical about it. I think that
So,
would be probably a much better way to look at it.
so in the future, so digital marketing will be working hands on hands with AI to get the better
Definitely, I
product.
think, yeah. If AI is the next big thing, then no matter who you are, if you're digital marketing or if you are like a blogger, if that's the next best thing, then you have to go along with the times. You have to learn about it and then learn to leverage it. Also, it's the same for digital marketers. I think if you have a new product, if you have a new service that you're trying to bring into the world, and you think AI can help you achieve better results, then you should definitely adopt it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think of, promoting even in LinkedIn? The what kind of products do you think we should promote in LinkedIn? Because there are a number of followers, number of, it's
Hmm.
booming in LinkedIn, also a very big platform, right? What products do you think have to put it in the LinkedIn platform?
I think for most part, I would say LinkedIn works pretty much like any traditional, social media platform. But over the years, I think we've built this brand of LinkedIn. LinkedIn has built this brand of itself that it's mostly for only networking and, working professionals, and to also as a job posting board. So, if you have uh, like for example, but now I see that pretty much everyone is posting about their achievements and their products, even if it's not something that you would see typically in the corporate sense, even if it's not in that traditional way of, the way we look at a corporate job. I think even if it's not like that, people are leveraging this tool to showcase their product, showcase their skill set. That it could be their own personal brand, it could be a service. But I think it is pretty similar to uh, all the other social media platforms as well. Only difference I would say is that it has a job board, and that it has this brand that it's for networking. It's for like that working professional kind of a thing. But I don't think we should look at it as a completely different thing. I think it's pretty much all the digital marketing tactics mostly would be similar for LinkedIn, I believe.
I agree because one of
Hmm.
my boss also actually told me that okay, you started uploading in the Instagram and as well as in Facebook. Why don't you put it in the LinkedIn as well? Because it is about the careers and other stuff, right? You
For
just
sure.
upload it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. For sure. Yeah. Definitely. I think,
So
yeah, I've see people, you see people who's like maybe travel to some place unique, did something unique, and they'll post about it, and they'll, so it's, I think the lines are blurring now between LinkedIn and other social media platforms. It's becoming very similar to others.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
that brand of professional corporate thing is still remains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, if someone wants to join into the digital marketing after their education, what do you suggest?
Um, I would
How to getting
say
into?
start. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I would suggest starting off by uh, looking, so basically learning more about these SEO tools. There's so many of them. There's, and there's also Google Analytics, which is a very powerful tool. It gives you, it's very, very comprehensive. And but for someone who isn't aware of it or doesn't know how to use it, can be a little bit too comprehensive. So I think definitely getting a good grip on these tools would be a very good starting point, because it helps you, again, marketing, like any other career path or any other field, is full of data. And if you can't make good use of this data, then you are missing out on so much. So I think tools
Okay.
like this, mastering these tools, would be probably the first step in understanding, and also understanding exactly how algorithms work, and how, if you put something out, how is it that it's reaching the relevant people. Just understand the reasoning behind it, understand the technicality behind it also would be a good starting point. Yeah.
This Google Analytics comes under data science and more technical stuff, or is pretty much everyone can learn about it?
Anyone can learn about it. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't think it's not a very coding based kind of thing. It's just it gives you all the analytics that you need. So if you put out an ad, like for example a Google ad or something, it'll give you who clicked on it and things like that. So it's in that sense, it's a powerful tool to
Okay,
analyze
good.
all of the data that you get from your product.
And one more
Yeah.
thing is before education, if someone wants to, wants to become a digital marketer, so what should he study? Like does he has to study MBA?
So, I mean, I have not done my MBA, but
Okay.
so I think good starting point might be getting a bachelor's in marketing, because all of these things will be covered in your bachelor's itself. So at a very young age, you're just learning all of these things. When you by the time you get out of college, you already know what Google Analytics is. You know how SEO practices work. That or anything that is. like I, for example, I started off with psychology. Honestly, when I was doing psychology, I didn't know that I would end up in marketing, but it did help me in the sense that it helped me understand consumer behavior. So I would say that uh, if you know that for sure you want to do marketing, then doing your bachelor's in marketing would be great. But other than that, I don't think it's the kind of field that would take like massive amount of effort to pivot into. You can do something like BTech. I know people who did BTech and are now doing marketing. So it's a fairly easy process, but there's uh, just a new things to learn, which I don't think it takes that much, honestly.
Just passion is good enough, do you think?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what do you think of work-life balance? This is my actually favorite question. Work-life balance, is it possible in digital marketing?
For sure, for sure. I think work-life balance is possible in any field if you make it a priority. Uh, and digital marketing would be no different. If
Okay.
you have that hard stop that after this time I won't work, or during this time is the only time I'll be thinking about work, and other times I won't think about work, and all of that, then if you have those boundaries with you, then it will work out. And I think honestly, everyone should make that a priority, obviously.
I like it. I really
Yeah.
liked it. The way you said, make it a priority, work-life balance. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. I agree with that.
yeah.
Thanks, Prerna. That's all I have. And do you wanted to give any insights, like, if I really wanted to increase my subscribers, what would be your suggestion?
Uh, so what I would suggest is, coming from another content creator, I would say is to uh, be very, consistent in
Okay.
getting your content out. Yeah, something not some isn't something I have done, but that is the advice I see everywhere: to be more consistent and find your niche, and
Okay.
stick to that niche and be true to that niche, and make sure you talk about it in forums. Like if you find a group chat that has it's about podcasts, then you should definitely introduce your own podcast to that group chat and
Mm.
find other forums like that.
Nice.
So get people talking about it. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into today's episode. Prerna also have a YouTube channel called Prerna's Jams. I will put the link in the description. Please go through it. If you like it, just subscribe to the channel as well. Please don't forget to subscribe to both the channels for more engaging conversations. Thank you, Prerna.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye.